get into it. Let's find out what actually happened in this game. What are they cooking on ex-Monaspa?
They're cooking something for sure. And if they win the series, my God, am I going to be excited to ask these questions in the interview. But Spartan, as always, leading the charge. They are perfectly... they're move commanding every hero in a perfect conga line. Look at them.
Oh, yeah.
We are ex-Monaspa looking for a kill. Sorry, I was starting the football chants. Didn't work out. I didn't find anyone.
Came across more as like it's off to work we go from... We can't say the movie name because it's a company which cares a lot about copyright claims, so we'll err on the side of caution on that one.
So unfortunately, Division 2 DPC 2 has been cancelled.
Yeah.
One single copyright claim.
Hit with a $12 million lawsuit.
So for ex-Monaspa, at least, I think they maybe have a read on Alliance's playstyle as a team throughout the 3 tours, which is always Chuen, and I hope I pronounced that correctly. I apologize if I didn't, but he's always like the playmaker and map creator. And then it's always, you feel like at some point, Charlie just needs to 1v9. And already, S4 bullying a little bit on this Ursa.
Yeah, Ponlo, he's got 3 seconds on that concussive shot. If he can stay on PO for that time, he might be able to bring him down. Does he have the vision? Yes, he does. But the Fairy Fire and the Wand will keep him alive, or at least a stick at this point. And now he's under the tower. The right clicks won't be able to bring him down. So, Scarlet left empty-handed, but he will send the Ursa back to the fountain and force him to TP back in, which should mean losing at least half this wave. Maybe the full thing.
And Spartan's not going to complain to get some nice XP.
Yeah, even got a deny on the last hit, so...
Good lad.
And another rage creep deny. All right.
Very good stuff from Spartan so far.
Kind of illegal.
Kind of. But no, going back to that point, TLDR, Alliance, very much a 4 Protect 1 style of team. And when you pick this abundance of cores, if they aren't clean, then of course 3 cores will always be better than 1. I think my most exciting thing is going to be how does Spartan play on this bench? He often likes to lead the charge with his team, running into weird positions. We heard in the JMN interview on POS 5, don't always want to put yourself in positions of ward. Spartan, complete opposite. He wants to live under his enemy's vision. He wants to really just tank the gank and... Oh, that flame break might have... Okay, didn't kill. Oh god, that was very dicey for a second.
Spartan's got the stun. He's going to turn around and right-click the guy. There you go. And pulls out the voice line before he even gets a kill. That's some confidence right there. That is cocky play, but hey, you know what? I respect it. All the creeps. The creeps. Run.
Hey, he's chilling.
Yeah.
Surprised he didn't just like... of course he wants lane equilibrium to be in a good spot, but he could have maybe just killed himself to reset the lane. Instead, he's now playing on low HP.
Yeah, but he would have been missing out. No one would get this XP from these creeps that die here, is the thing. And
that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
I was thinking the same. But
I guess if his Kuro is shipping out like a stick and a salve right now, it's pretty effective, but his Kuro is still in base. But either way, first meta...
Skylark. Running away. Hanskin trying to chase him down. Doesn't have the spells, doesn't have the right-click power to finish off the Bloodseeker, but still... very much getting his truffles ruffled there by the silencer in the bottom lane.
Yeah, you're mentioning about Alliance and... Oh, we got a pause. And the need to be clinical, I feel, with this Terrorblade draft. Every time they use meta, they need to find a positive result. Be it pushing out a hero from lane, going for a tower, farming up stacks, or then going for a big objective. And I feel like if at any point this meta is used awkwardly, you're giving 2 minutes of farm to suddenly this abundance of greed from ex-Monaspa. And it's difficult, right? It's like the same as playing Death Prophet. One poor exo, disengage, wait, go for the fight, kill them. And that feeling is going to be amplified when items are online, because ex-Monaspa can then actually, hey guys, we've got BKB, there's no meta, go fight. And before that, Charlie really needs to show us how to perfectly use this hero to apply himself on the map.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the spirit battle in the middle lane, that's as usual, just a kind of trade at the moment. We'll see if anybody's able to catch the other out or if we have any support rotations in. That'll be the only difference maker, I would imagine. Other than that, it's just who can get to 6. 6 is a big kill threat for both these guys.
This is the type of matchup.
Onlo and S4 coming very far forward up here in the top lane. Actually, they're going for PO, and they might just be able to bring him down here. Look at the damage coming down onto the Ursa. He pops the stick, but it's not going to be enough to keep him alive. And actually, they're already looking for Spartan as well. Oh, S4 gives up the goat, but very, very close to getting yet another kill here. Ponlo even trying to lure him out with a high five. He resists the temptation.
He did drop a salve, so he's going to have full resources back again. This lane, it is a great stick lane, and it's why it took a little bit of time for Spartan to get his. He just finished his wand. PO65 still yet to complete his wand himself, but once you have that online, unless you're in a really bad position, you should be able to farm up quite nicely. But any little bit of threat that Alliance can provide here will just help. TB is farming, Ursa's not. Some Bloodseeker off lane. Not going to, of course, pack a punch that early on, so
yeah.
Alliance really need S4 and Ponlo to show up in this off lane for them to feel good.
Yeah, and so far so good in that regard. You know, other than the first blood, I guess that was a big kill on the Ursa. That's exactly what you want to be seeing from them. Keep the pressure going and don't mess it up and accidentally give a couple of kills, which yeah, they will be okay here. Trying to catch it as the tower changes aggro, but they'll be all right. And Spartan's now going to be the one paying the price, perhaps. So they've got to be careful as PO's trying to close the gap and get some right clicks off onto S4, but they will just lose Spartan, and that'll be that. So nice and disciplined from Alliance there, getting the kill and getting themselves out.
Yeah, I don't think ex-Monaspa are respecting how much damage this combo can have. And also S4, he's got the wand, he's now got the ring of health. Offlane is just by Vanguard. And once that picks up, then Venge will be able to do nothing.
Ooh,
I don't ever expect this combo to really get kills. Maybe Ponlo does go down.
Yeah.
And he's the only one that can die. Oh, another pause. I mean, he's very dead. Let's not even try and debate this. This is
hold on, chat. Press 1 if you think he's going to live. If you get it right,
I mean, he's already
out.
been flame braked. So there's no flame breaks available. 260 move speed to the 325 of Ponlo.
Could go either way,
you know what?
honestly.
There's actually there's a small sliver of chance that he might live.
All right. I need 2 presses. 1 if you think he's going to live. 2 if you think he's going to die. If you get it right, then we'll give you Honda Civic.
I'm loading up the combat log so I'll give you anything.
We'll drive it.
He actually lives. What a beautiful display of pausing.
1 presses. Where we at?
1 press is all it takes. Da, 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 da. See, that's a song. That was a well-known song that 7 people know.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. Ponlo.
I wasn't musically gifted enough to correctly do a Dua Lipa cover in the middle of a cast, I'll promise you. I'm too tired.
I respect that you tried.
The heat's got to me.
I think I respect that you tried anyway. I'm not sure.
I don't respect myself for trying.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a big old demon down in the bottom lane, chasing off Skylark, but now that Metamorphosis ends, he'll be back to laning as usual. Yeah, pretty fast on this TB with these power treads as well, so very difficult to catch him out with the Blood Right. There's another layer of complexity to this Bloodseeker's game, but all things considered, he's really not getting bodied too hard. I'm not hating the Bloodseeker pick.
And the supports are mid. Chuen has the advantage. Oof.
Yeah.
I mean, he had level 6, maybe if they went for the big play, but alas, they didn't.
Yeah. Well, I was waiting to see if anyone would go for it, but not today. Arrow being thrown. I mean, this is brave. This is incredibly brave from Desire. Wow, we tried to go in for the arrow play onto the rune and just ends up getting cut up by the Void Spirit. Of course, the Silence helping out as well.
For ex-Monaspa, their constant need to kill sometimes is their undoing, because you can see it like in the laning phase that their positioning is in front of the creeps looking for the fight. They're throwing out bodies. It's not too important right now, but if they continue doing it, they won't have the resources to deal with them, because like this Void Spirit and Terrorblade, disgustingly farmed. 500 gold to Ember. Terrorblade's like a 1300 up on the Ursa. That will give Alliance all of the timings to dictate what happens in the exit of the laning phase.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think there's just a few heroes in this game who are basically just going to control the entire tempo for the first like 20 minutes, and obviously both mid laners and also S4. And I think that kind of needs to be the difference maker, right? Like, you need to abuse the fact that you have that extra hero that can make things happen on the side of Alliance. That's what we're really looking for here.
1-for-1 split on the Wisdom rune, so neither team's going to get some egregious advantage entering the 10-minute mark.
Yeah, you don't want anybody being wiser than the other. That'd be the worst.
That would be horrendous. Well, it's just a nice chill game. Like, everyone's just hitting creeps. It really is down to Voiceboro or Ember to like make the plays happening. Skylark, he kind of farms whatever he's given. He's not an offlaner that has like a statement within the lane. And Charlie, he's fully aware of that. He's stepping up. He's using that meta, tickling the tower. If Ember was to rotate, suddenly, you know, this Voiceboro could equally mirror the move.
Ponlo is going to be dropping here. Wish and Spartan comboing up to bring him down. Chone will be able to sneak out the Invis rune from the two of them, though, so...
Yeah, you don't like playing Skyroth Mage into Ember Voiceboro. Your armor is null, gone, 0, and then one wave into a slight, plus an Orb of Corrosion. You're in the negative armor, which is a rare scenario to be in, but...
Until you get the shard, and then you get 1,000 armor for free.
Yeah.
From the Tormentor, hopefully. Yeah.
So, S4 they're going on to the Ursa.
Yeah.
Any silence?
Did get off the ultimate afterwards, but in comes the Void Spirit as well, trying to bring down this Ursa. They're throwing everything they've got at him, and it might just be enough. Yes, it will. They kill off PO. I'll move their attention across to Spartan now as well, and Spartan will be melted under that tower. Nice little combination there. They recognize their strength in the top lane. Bring as many heroes as you want. We'll call them all, say Alliance.
Yeah, really nice stuff, especially because they saw Wish Remnant back, TP back to base and Remnant back to mid lane, so you know he can't make that counterplay. And then, of course, with an off-lane Bloodseeker, he's not rotating early on. So yeah, Alliance just really punishing the draft of ex-Monaspa, knowing that they can make these moves, but you wait until you see the timings, right? So just really heads-up play. Wish, he just needs to be so careful. If Ember's not present, fight is pretty much over. And if he's too present, he'll have no fun. So he really needs to kind of balance his game between fighting and farming perfectly to bridge the gap of how awkward they're going to be in the next probably about 15, I'd say about 15 minutes of just hoping Alliance doesn't execute perfectly.
Yeah. And the more players out, hold on, there's a bit of initiation here. Oh my god, the anti-armor, the stun, the right click's coming out onto Ponlo. Not actually going to be enough though, as they'll be able to kill off the Marauder instead. Wish is in though, and he is in. Going to get himself silenced out, but will be able to cook down Ponlo with that Flame Guard instead. Oh, the Rupture out onto John, he's gone. That was
so everything what I'm saying about perfect gameplay, Alliance unfortunately throw it away a little bit. With this kind of through the river play, it didn't feel like there was much meaning behind it, and in doing so, Bloodseeker was able to waddle his way to mid lane and put a little bit of threat onto Void Spirit.
They're looking for another one here. They're looking to try and catch out S4, but he gets himself back. Says thanks to whoever warned him of such goings on. But that was interesting. I mean, bringing more attention up towards the top lane was a choice from Monaspa there, Monaspant. Which means that young Charles gets even more space in the bottom lane. So he's sitting pretty happy. Completely unperturbed.
Good. Also, I like the fact that ex-Monaspa are utilizing their supports to play with Wish. You see the Venge and Marauder now following up, trying to contest some of these stacks.
Yep.
Well, did farm majority of them, but still, just being present is the key thing. Any point, slight chain into Never Swap, Stun, Mystic Flare, Heroes, not Mystic Flare, sorry, and Arrow. Heroes are gonna die.
Down
poor guy.
In the bottom lane, he is gone. My goodness.
Yeah, Charlie, he's had a splendid game. 6,000 net worth, 2,000 higher than the Ursa, 1,300 higher than the Ember. If there's ever a game that you want someone to be, free farming to the end of time, it is going to be a Terrorblade game.
Yeah.
He's going for the Manta. He already has the Dragon Lance. Probably... He has two options after that. Butterfly to deal with the immense physical damage that the Tricore will present. Or go for Skadi, and then you basically become the foundation of your team to play around in the team fight. It'll be interesting to see which route Charlie goes for.
Yeah, I'd really like to see the Skadi this game. It looks pretty fantastic, but... Sure we'll see it at some point regardless.
Yeah, it's more just how does he... Like, the first item on Terrorblade is always the item that you have to make the statement with.
Yeah.
Like, you don't buy BKB, it doesn't do damage, so it's always between Skadi, Butterfly, or sometimes even some like Sanji Yasha into something else to style build. But it's always cool to see how the Terrorblade thinks. We'll find shortly. Terrorblade will have to queue up a new item in his quick buy, and then we'll get to talk about it, and he'll change it, and then we'll have to talk about that one as well.
Sounds good to me. To date. Yeah, what's our Ursa sitting on? Okay, he's close. He's close. 372 gold away from the Battle Fury. So
yeah, he will skyrocket. Like once he picks up this Fury, he is one of the more effective Fury buyers. Relatively quick with the phase boots once he picks them up, but yeah, very easy to farm up on Ursa.
Definitely
not Terrorblade levels, but still deceptive net worth right now for sure.
Yeah. The thing is, like, you get that Battle Fury, and it doesn't increase your effectiveness in fights that much, so it's all about the items you buy afterwards. So he's also got brown boots as well, so it is actually a pretty meh timing on the Battle Fury. And you consider the fact that he's walking around in these raggedy old shoes.
Poor soul.
Yeah, getting sore feet.
I would like to see Alliance try and utilize their Sky combo with the Void Spirit. Like, you have Mystic Flare online. Any hero that you Ancient Seals, 4-second silence. They are now going on to Ember and doing exactly what I asked for. But Spartan was in position to swibbity swap his core out of that aggression.
Which is, of course, what you're going to get to next should you be able to continue your point and say, you know, you need to look for this Venge first before you make that play, right?
Yeah, along those lines.
Yeah. What a genius.
It's a cool pick, but also a really volatile pick because Venge is awkward in laning phase, doesn't farm and push out lanes like other position 5s, and you're like a very lost hero. So you need the game to go well for you to also feel good. Like your cores do well, you're swapping perfectly. When you're swapping on a losing game, kind of rough.
Yeah, and
they tried to global on the Remnant, but
yeah,
nice try. Didn't hit it, but respect for trying.
Yeah, they thought the Wish was just going to like jump in there and try to pop the epidermis, go for the sleight of fist play when really he was just doing a drive-by for the rune. Now it's no global, so that will definitely take the brakes off Monaspa quite a bit.
I mean, the reason why we're not seeing Alliance break down the map right now is mainly how the supports plus Void Spirit have played together. They came together at the mid lane in the river, fed away a couple kills. They then proceeded to not try and be aggressive, go onto the Ember, get swapped out, and then same thing with DD and Global. So I think 3 key plays for supports plus Void Spirit just haven't connected, and it is giving ex-Monaspa a little bit of breathing room and confidence for Wish to play and get the kills, as we see here.
Yep, a nice little triangle invasion. They were looking for a call. They get themselves a silencer. They'll be happy with it. Quick strike, get out. Very efficient kill. Not one of these ones where they're waiting around a long time, you know, wasting a lot of time trying to catch somebody out. Just fast, which is what you like to see. And something which Monaspa have been really good at for a very long time, to be fair.
Neither team really has kind of objective-based pressure heroes. Terrorblade, of course, with meta can, but in the early game, he normally rotates into a fight to take tower after. He's not going, guys, follow me, we're charging on our way to tier 1. So it's kind of ex-Monaspa utilizing this nicely. They're like, all right, guys, if they can't progress the map, our cores who are going greedy with Maelstroms and Furies aren't going to get contested. I think this is maybe something that Alliance need to somewhat identify. First Roshan could be pivotal for both of these teams in the upcoming, you know, probably 6 minutes or so.
Yeah, I think so. You can see, like, Alliance, you know, they had this 4K lead and just couldn't really translate it into much. And I guess that's kind of comes in the territory of this kind of support duo, Sansa and Skywrath Mage, right? They're both very backlines. You're putting a lot of the emphasis on the Batrider to do things like this with the Void Spirit. So the moment they can't just basically do kind of 70% of the lifting and they don't just need the 30% from their supports, then the game kind of breaks down a little bit for them. They'll still hit timings for sure, but at the moment, yeah, it's just felt like a kind of difficult 5 minutes for Alliance whilst they wait for some timings to hit.
Yeah, in the Vision game, if you just look at the minimap right now, look at all the little red observers on the Radiant side, like ex-Monaspa. They're seeing all the jungle rotations right now. Sure, one's expiring and this one's kind of fresh, but they're getting so much indirect information. Like, they're not farming the jungle, they have to be going aggressive. And S4, he just picked up the Blink Dagger. Octarine Blink at 17 minutes. He's having quite a stellar game. 0-0-5. Wishes he maybe got a kill, but what can you do? Pesky people just yoinking them. But as for he needs to find a big ticket kill with this this Blink Dagger.
Yeah.
Onlo is in position to assist.
Yeah, this is the reveal. Skylark currently on the Ancients could be a really good target. Maybe someone on lane, but I don't think anybody's going to show for you.
Bro, Skylark's nearly got a BKB.
Bloody hell.
He's just been like AFK farming this side of the map.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Alliance have
Could
kind
be
of been
running into the
letting him.
smoke though.
Yo. Ooh, they see him, they go for him, they get the silence off, they get everything off, they will bring him down. Global silence added just for good measure. And now, well, they're actually looking for the +1 and they might just find it. Let's see, Spartan. No, they give up the goat for now. Charlie onto the tier 1 in the middle lane. He even uses his illusions to tank the arrow for him. Very efficient here, as they are going to be able to bring down the middle tower. So, a quick kill onto the enemy carry, plus a tower once again. Charlie seems to be the one outstanding player in this game at the moment, and he is putting the game on his shoulders.
Yeah, you see the quick buy. He is going for that Scardy. He wants to be tanky enough to survive that potential triple core jump that they can present. No global silence alliance. They need to be careful.
They do.
BKB is practically complete on the Bloodseeker. Blink Dagger complete on the Ursa.
Yeah.
ex-Monaspa, they themselves might even look to go. No meta, no global.
Yeah, and considering Spartan was in the neighborhood, it was a very, very good global silence. Like, he could have gone off the swap there, and that would have been disastrous. And it kind of feels like a bit of a bait, actually. Yeah, they're going again. Look at this. Oh, the tempo from Alliance here. They don't need their global, but Ponlo is going to drop to this one, as is Hanskin. So they're playing supportless now, Alliance, but they're looking in PO's direction. He doesn't have an ultimate. He doesn't have anything to go here. In fact, he's just going to go down. But Skylark, he enters the fight. He's got the Rupture out onto the Void Spirit, and he unfortunately is going to drop now. S4 just needs to leave. He has got that Blink Dagger available in just a second, so he can blink past the pit and TP himself away. Arrow won't find him. He gets out.
Spartan's going to be kicking himself in this engagement. The rest of his team playing on the right-hand side of the lane. He sweeps quite deep on the left-hand side, and in doing so, that second of not being there, there's no instant swap. Against a Scarif Mage, the Void Spirit or the Bat at any minute can jump out of nowhere, provide that control to just amp up all the damage from the sky, and Spartan just needs to respect that. If he was in position, swap, turnaround, Ember doesn't die, suddenly an incredible fight, but yeah, slightly out of position. Again, it's very hard to be clear. The speed in which these heroes die, Venge needs to always just be locked in this game.
Watching Spartan, he's just switched through three different items and has finally settled on going for a Glimmer Cape.
This could have been a really good Lotus game, but again, Venge doesn't farm that well. Yeah. So he had 2k gold. So you kind of, you're like awkwardly there.
Solar Crest, then Boots of Bearing, and then Glimmer Cape. That was the thought process.
Glimmer's fine for the I swap then Glimmer you, or I Glimmer swap you. Like, it's just double damage mitigation, a lot of magic damage, so I don't mind it. If they may be able to get a kill, go Roshan, and he had, let's say, 2.5k gold, straight Lotus would break this game.
Yeah.
Global, Sky combo, Batrider, like, I expect someone on the team to maybe buy one, even though I'm not seeing a traditional offlaner.
That's the thing, right?
He's buying Mjolnir BKB.
Yes, my offlane Bloodseeker will buy me a Lotus, I'm sure. Not happening.
I think the only one that can buy it now is Murano. And Desire, if you look at his quick buy, I just saw it, he did just have it in.
Oh, wonderful.
So they are identifying the need for this absolute GOAT item in this game.
Absolutely.
Alliance.
Yeah, big impact, big impact. This gives you a second Venge. Sounds good to me. So, Monaspa, they kind of, they just say, okay, well, you can have a bit more of the map, Alliance. You probably, even with more of the map than us, you probably can't farm quite as efficiently with us anyway, so that is definitely true. The Skylark is really just another core of this game, which I'm surprised he was allowed to. I mean, he's actually the richest core on their team. Not just another core, he is the core.
If you have a heat map for Skylark right now, he went a slight sliver of heat towards mid lane for that one kill, into then AFK farm bot, and sure, they do punish him. Like the predictable farming pattern of this, the off lane, safe lane esque Bloodseeker has been punished.
If they turn this into Roshan, I like this. Yeah.
They can try. Yeah, they should be able to.
I like this.
This timing for ex-Monaspa has kind of fallen through, right? This top plate, because Ember dies, it offsets their ability to look for the fight. The BKB on Bloodseeker doesn't really get used. Ember insta dies. Ursa doesn't want to do anything else. And now on the flip side, Terrorblade, he's so close to Scardy. Like 22 minutes, he's going to have Aegis, Skadi. I mentioned how important first Roshan was for either of these teams, and yeah, Alliance are going to be the one to swipe away the first one. Do they give the Aegis maybe to this Void Spirit?
Not a chance. They put in their faith in Charlie. They believe in Charlie's supremacy.
The reason why I expect maybe to go to Void Spirit is because Charlie, once he's meta and sundered, his respawn on Aegis isn't like, wow, he's alive.
Just a
compared
guy.
to a Void Spirit. Exactly. Like, but Void Spirit can really, get quite gritty in the fights. I guess the trade-off could be Charlie could just enter the fight in melee form, chipping away, annoying, and then when he dies, he then turns around like, I am now here. But sounds like a weird play. Anyway, we'll see how he utilizes it. Gives him confidence to hit buildings, of course. That is going to be a big dub outside of the team fights.
Yeah.
That's maybe what they need right now.
Good farming Aegis as well. Good ability to just kind of be on the map. And not be scared. Oh yeah, last word, that Tormentor. That'll show it. Ah, Skyroth Mage Aghanim's, let's go! He's the tankiest hero in the game now. No one will touch him. You'll watch Ursa just use a full combo on him, and Pollen's going to be full HP. Guaranteed.
Yeah, just to give context for people, when he uses spells and does damage, he then gets additional bonus armor. So of course, a very low armor hero with 1 right now will be able to maybe get to
3.
double digits. Yeah. no, it will be double digits. He'll be deceptively tanky.
For some reason applies on every tick of Mystic Flare, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. You can get very large and in charge if you want to.
S4 is in position top.
Shield
If
of the
PO65
Sun.
shows.
Ooh.
Nice blink out.
Yeah. That old, I'm going to finish this wave and then I'm going to get the hell out of here. I feel like S4 maybe could have tried to grab him before the wave got finished.
Do you ever feel like you're not watching ex-Monaspa play Dota? Like, have you at any point in this cast, have you thought, have they got the logos wrong or something? Is there a visual bug? Because this is the most opposite ex-Monaspa I've ever seen in my life.
Oop, hello. There's a kill. Yeah, I see what you're saying, but at the same time, when you pick Ember, Ursa, Bloodseeker, Tricor, it's even Monaspa can't.
I get that for that. Like, for sure. I feel it just feels so wrong. I'm so used to always seeing
close.
Like some Beast, Enigma, Underlord, some like offlane to play around, but this time Skylark's like, I'm gonna do my own thing. And to be all the calls are so evenly farmed. The only reason Network exists is because of Charlie and how excellent of a game he's had. The 5k lead is all pumped into Terrorblade. So this is not as if it's some incredible advantage that some cores not farming too well. I don't know where I'm sitting right now. I think Alliance have done an incredible job so far to give Charlie his game. But it feels like the Alchemist style game. Any death is like, uh-oh, what happened?
Yeah, you got to avoid that uh-oh moment at all costs. And there comes the Global to try and secure the kill here, but it's not quite going to work out that way. They will be not catching a big fishy in the middle lane at all. And Global once again gets popped, and to no real avail. What's the timing on our Aegis? 1 minute 30.
I think they're trying to be a little bit greedy with that one.
Yeah.
Maybe, in front of the tier 3s, you have to expect the swap and not using it quick enough to secure the kill. There isn't any Dispel right now. Sure, there's a Lotus on Void Spirit, on the Mirana, but he'd already used it.
Great TP up from Skylark down at bottom as well. The moment he realized the Batrider wasn't showing up anywhere, he's just gone. And now they might even be looking for a kill. In fact, I think they might even be doing a bit of baiting here with Spartan. Let's see if they want to follow up after this as well. They certainly do. Charlie's on the front lines here. He still has 1 minute left on that Aegis, so we'll be pretty confident in just jumping on forwards. Oh, big discipline from Wish there. 2 supports caught inside 1 Searing Chains, and he doesn't jump on them. That is... wow.
That's the difference of BKB over Manta. If you had a BKB there, he's probably committing, getting 2 kills, disengaging. But with the Manta, there's only so many things he can dispel, and once you do one, there's going to be that extra layer of silence or root potentially coming through.
Yeah.
So, itemization playing different to how he can really put himself out on the map.
No doubt, player. Now, Alliance going to just kind of look to choke him out at this point. kind of tricky. Everyone's, yeah, a couple of misplays from both sides, but ultimately, I just have a ton of gold. They just have a big old Terror Blade, tons of illusions on the map. Ex-Monaspa certainly starting to feel the burn, but now Aegis runs out, and immediately at the top there, you just see those 4 smoke icons pop out. They're looking for it, but immediately jumping. S4 is the first one to go for this, but Pio, he's on top of Handskin, so that means there will not be any global side. If he can finish the kill, he might not be able to. Charlie, he's on him, and they're actually going to look for the turnaround, but no, the swap comes out, drags him back, but doesn't matter. Pio's dead regardless, and it's just going to be 2 dead heroes on Monaspant. Oh, it looked like it could have been the right maneuver there, but unfortunately, you know, it's still a Terrorblade. It's still a Terrorblade with Metamorphosis. And he is very fond of it.
They had no Ember at the start of that fight. You said it, a 4-man smoke, but Wish just wasn't there, of course. A little bit excited.
Yeah.
And again, it's a Terrorblade. Even if he doesn't have Aegis, it doesn't matter. He's got Scardy Butterfly. It's 28 minutes into the game, boys. You're not running into this guy's territory and killing him off.
But wait,
or even killing his friends off.
The counter's online. Bloodseeker, he's built the Yagnim's early. He didn't even bother going for the Gleipnir. Just straight up BKB Maelstrom into the Yags. Let's see what he could do with it here as they were dragged one out. But S4's the one who's taken most of the damage here. Scars on top of him. BKB and Blood Mist is squirting everywhere. And S4 will be blinded by the blood of Skylark. And now he's looking for another target, but it doesn't look like he'll be able to find one. Ooh, narrowly getting away there for Handskin. He TP'd out in the trees, so not the explosive fight we're maybe looking for, but still a good kill to S4, and this will open the map a lot for the side of Monaspant.
I think, yeah. So for ex-Monaspa, now they're going to be communicating, guys, we need to MKB on Ursa. We need a nullify. They're talking about such big ticket items, and for Alliance, okay, just reset, make sure they go again. We're yet to see the Lotus Orb really play dividend in the fight, because it's like, they're throwing it after the speed in which S4 is making these jumps. It's near impossible to catch it at the same time. You kind of need to preemptively Lotus, but offer up one hero. Yeah, ex-Monaspa not really finding their groove in the fights right now. Alliance just dictating absolutely everything.
Yeah.
Just nice combinations between cores and supports to make sure they're layering in their damage nicely.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, one little death on S4 isn't really going to change much. The moment he's back, they're probably just going to look for another play on the map. Or maybe even wait out Roshan, but I feel like it's just not that important for them. I do want to see them give the next one to the Void Spirit, though. Just let him get in there. Risk-free.
Yeah, that's it. Like that, too. All right, Moonlight Shadow. They're fully aware of the importance of the second Roshan. If they were to give it away, whoo, Alliance probably already looking towards game 2 and what they're going to be drafting.
Yeah,
not really able to make too much progress on the map. Yeah.
When you see them on the webcams busting out the notepads mid-game, start planning for the next one. Well, you know you're in trouble.
I banned Terrorblade? Banned Bat? What are
TV
don't pick 3 farming cores that don't buy auras or enable each other to make plays.
All right, well, as we said, both teams have gathered up very early. They want to be here in the moment Roshan spawns, but it is going to be a quick respawn. Yeah.
Yeah. 20 seconds.
I love the positioning from Pio, though. He is in the Smoke Popper Pier. That's a pretty good name. But he retreats. He's like, nah, actually, I don't want to be the guy popping the smoke, even it is from quite a cool position.
Are there any big ticket items going to be coming out? I'd argue only Lincoln's and Ember is the item that will be presented in this next engagement, compared to, as you see on the screen right now, the Satanic relatively close towards Charlie.
Yarly, yeah.
And Roshan is up. It would be rather ambitious for ex-Monaspa to attempt to contest this one.
I mean, this is ex-Monaspa, you know? They've got a reputation for being ambitious, but at the same time, they don't have a reputation for being stupid. So they'll stay inside their base, and they'll let Alliance do their thing. And...
I meant stupidly brilliant, right?
I said they don't have a reputation for being stupid.
Oh, sorry, I misheard you. That's a bold statement to make, no man.
They have a reputation for being dumb.
These guys are like Monaspa, or ex-Monaspa, sorry, like the consistent Div 2
smashers.
Yeah, exactly. They have a first or second like every time they're here.
Yep.
Running into an Aegis though, might not be here for long.
Yeah, it's tricky times. It's tricky times. Charlie's just going to pop this smoke with his body. Come at me, bros. I know you don't have enough to bring me down. This Bloodseeker alone does not deal enough magic damage to cut through a Terror Blade easily. And with that butterfly up, it's going to be a very tricky mission for the Ursa to bring him down himself. So, yeah. Very, very confident on Charlie, as he should be. They'll just climb back this area. Sure, put down some sentries, clear up this higher ground. There you go. Jobs are good. So, I mean, how are there any ways Monaspa can win the next fight?
Anytime you go high ground, you can always put yourself in a aggressive position where supports reveal themselves. Could be the case.
Yeah, well, they just throw down a Rupture here, and the swap back. Okay, he is dead, but they've also managed to get off the lasso and onto the Bloodseeker. He's going to die. No buyback available on the Bloodseeker either. Charlie's going to respawn and just run the hell away. Wants nothing to do with this fight, although he'll stop for a couple of creepies. Naughty. But that's going to be Alliance trading. Ages for a hero. I mean, pretty not bad. And it's going to be able to stick around and just finish off that range barracks. And there you go. Laner barracks as well. Very, very good. The question is, how much did they really use here? And, well, with their Bloodseeker dead, the answer is a hell of a lot.
He's going to respawn, have no BKB up, and S4's instantly in onto the veg. Big pick. Yeah,
really big pick. They're going to be able to take him down. And PO looks like he's going to be following him. Ultimate comes out, but is it really going to make a difference? They're just going to keep swiping away at him through that ultimate. Not enough to kill him. And Charlie does have to be a little bit careful. Remember, he doesn't have another life available here. Does have a Sunder and a Cheese, so plenty of ways for him to pop back to full HP. So don't expect him to go down too easily. But don't forget, that Bloodseeker is looming. 13 seconds till he's back in the game. He has another Rupture available now as well, so the same combo could be waiting for him. 20 seconds on the swap. They got to respect that, and they do. Alliance backing themselves away. A cute little combo maybe opens up a sliver of possibility for Monaspa to scare Alliance away, but in the end, it's not enough. And they do take the barracks.
Dude, if I was Spartan right now, I'm queuing up an Aether Lens.
Yeah.
This game's pretty doom and gloom. I see one chance from it. Wait a second. Just do it. He's already got the Eye of the Vizier, so he's giving an extra 125 cast range when he tabs it in, because he's currently balancing between robe and stuff to help with lane pushing. But yeah, Alliance, at least they need to be careful. I think Charlie, sure, he has Satanic and Cheese, like super tanky, 3000 HP. But just knowing that is the one chance they have of like winning this game. It is this quirky combo of Rupture swap. Without that, I would be surprised if Alliance's formation does crumble that quickly, because everyone's kind of kitted out with some defensive capabilities to kite out this Ursa. Still yet to see a Nullifier in play to prevent that Force and Glimmer, toolkit.
Yeah, for sure. I think, I mean, the main things we're looking at in the next fight is obviously, can they get on the backlines? If you can bring down Hanskin, if you can bring down Ponlo, there is a chance that you can isolate the TB and start to look for the fight, but it's getting harder by the minute. Every fight they take, they're just getting more items. Force stuff, glimmers. It's tough.
Hanskin's drawing the line. He's like, boys, we're going for another Rax. And of course, S4 quickly goes to mid lane, pushes it out. Meanwhile, the rest of Alliance are grouping up together. Lincoln's pick up. Oh, all right. Charlie does not want to get Rupture swapped. And oh, yeah, of course. They now have double Lincolns. Chuen now has one. He can throw it into Charlie. Charlie now has 2 Lincolns to go through.
Batrider has another one as well. So S4.
They have 3 Lincolns. Oh my god. These guys watched.
Let's go.
That's that Spirit True site, when we need to buy more Lincolns, and they went. So here it is. Alliance is cosplaying Spirit.
Well, apparently they didn't need to for the range barracks. The illusion and the catapult gets it done. They're so scared to go for this catapult right now, and they probably should be. Here we go. Charlie on the front lines. He's got his own Lincolns. He's got a Lincoln's block. First Lincolns gets popped. Second block. Not coming out just yet. S4's a bit greedier, but they take
that was a bit easy when that was a bit easy when single target spells don't work, do they?
Yeah. The one thing they did to stop the middle barracks falling. And I was just like, 3 Lincolns! You're not doing that again. All right. Could call a no reaction, but if it works, it works. I'm not hating on it. I love it. There's one thing which stopped us taking the high ground, and we have now addressed it.
Instantly, just, fuck. And it's not as if there's many items for them to pop Lincoln, so I'm looking at, like, Mirana's gonna get a 4-star, but do you think she's gonna, like, leap into a Terrorblade with meta to, like, I've popped one of your Lincolns,
yes.
Please don't kill me.
Gotcha.
They just smoked up under a ward as well. Like, every play ex-Monaspa makes, it feels like they're wading through just a sea of mud, just no mobility, just, please, Alliance, let us find you.
I'll tell you what was huge this game, though. Vindicator's axe on the Ursa. Holy moly, there's a lot of sciences this game. That's value straight up.
Yeah, ex-Monaspa, they understand this, the severity of the game right now. If they aren't able to get a couple kills or at least put some discomfort on the side of Alliance, they are just going to wait out the next meta, reset to top lane, triple Lincoln's the Terrorblade, allow him to hit this high ground, and with ease, or relative ease, should be able to secure the mega creeps. Just the score lines on the cores of ex-Monaspa just aren't too healthy. 1-5-1 on the Ursa, 3-3-0 on the Bloodseeker. Only Wish has had a relatively okay performance with a 3-1 on 4, but for a 40-minute game, of course, not the most exciting of numbers I've just mentioned.
Not outstanding. Yeah, hard to play the game when you don't have an offlaner. You know, you just got these two carries. Wish is like, okay, yeah. Guess I'm our initiation and our stuns and our control and our, a bit of everything. But you know, Blood Mist is cool, so there is that. Oh, he actually went through Mjolnir as well, so really just wants to run into the middle of everything with BKB and Mjolnir on. And be a harbinger of death, but that's ambitious.
Meta's back up. Off we go. Meta time.
It is meta time indeed. Oh, it might be Venge staying a lifetime, as predicted.
A little bit interesting that Voice Spirit decided to use both his steps there.
Yeah.
I understand he's getting a bit of information, but I expected it to be a very simple go-in hit. But maybe Alliance is respecting a potential item pickup or the wraparound play and throwing Charlie into the middle, even if they have 3 Lincolns. Don't want to throw away the game.
Cautious kissings on the side of Alliance. There's definitely a bit of communication going on about how they want to take this one. You know, they don't really want to just go for the gritty one where you just shove your Terrorblade up the high ground. You know, the bulldozer play. It's with its risks. You know, you basically give Monaspa all the time they want to theorize, to plan, to come up with a counter. Oh, the Blood Mist, he's bleeding everywhere. Look at him go. Holy based.
The Rax just died to illusions.
Oh, yeah. Blood Mist couldn't do it.
All right, Charlie, go on, boss man. You want to throw your head up there and get megas, or are you waiting for Roshan? Oh, okay, Roshan's in 40 seconds. Okay, no wonder.
Yeah.
Now it makes sense. They've obviously timed Roshan. They don't want to force meta at the high ground, because even if they get, let's say, half Rax and go even, suddenly ex-Monaspa will get Aegis and potential momentum in the game if megas aren't taken. So they go really slow, they play on illusions, knowing Roshan's soon. Very good call from Alliance. Very good understanding of timings and making sure they don't fall victim to the chaotic nature of a potentially won game.
But
smoke time.
Monaspa running down the bottom lane. The cavalry are charging. Now, they don't have their Ember Spirit. It's important to mention that because he doesn't have travels either. There's no way he can get to this fight. They're just going to try and fight without him, but they're going to try and blow up the silencer straight off the bat here, but Anti's going to survive and be able to get off the global silence, and now they can look for the turnaround on the side of Alliance, and Pio's just getting dragged straight back into the Mystic Flare from Ponlo, and that is going to be a dead teddy bear on the side of Monaspa, and now Alliance will charge into the pit. It was an attempt. An attempt was made, but they didn't have the damage to finish off the silencer. And that'll be that. And now they're going to get yet another Aegis push high ground with Alliance. It really is just going to the Alliance handbook right now.
And this is the type of gameplay that we often see from Alliance in their success, be it in... I was about to say, yeah, they actually haven't really succeeded much this year. But when they do succeed, these are the games that they play, and it gives all Alliance fans hope, because it's like their laning phase is solid. Sure, some rotations might not work out perfectly, but they know the team timing and they coordinate together, and it's relentless due to the fact that Charlie is top CS OP. And that's maybe where the inconsistency lies with this team. Because as soon as Charlie has a slightly bad game, you lean on other people to step up, and they're not always able to step up. So it's all about finding that rhythm and finding that ability to replicate these style of games. And yeah, at least for Alliance in game 1 against ex-Monaspa, they should be on their way to claiming victory.
And here we go. They do manage actually to get the Rupture out onto Charlie, but Charlie's just going to straight up pop the Terror Wave and try and stand his ground here, but that might be difficult. If he dies here, he's not going to have, or he will have Metamorphs actually, because he used Demon Zeal for this one, but he's still surviving through this at the moment. They haven't dealt with the threat, but they know that he's not going to pop Meta, and now he does it. Sunder, Meta, they take the fight, they try and bring down the Bloodseeker, but Charlie is dead, and now, when he comes back, he's not going to have the Metamorphosis. He will have Demon Zeal, though, for a little bit. And he's going to use that and immediately start chopping away at the melee barracks. But the fortification is there. Not Megas quite yet. And, you know, Alliance without that Bat Rider, they can't quite do it.
Ooh, I'm hyped. Ooh, a little bit of a caster curse potentially coming out. I was giving some praise, and with what looked like what should have been a relatively clean approach to the high ground, ex-Monaspa, they find a way. Yep. They get their Rupture on him. They cause him to use quite a lot of defensive items quite quickly. Sunder makes him think, oh, okay, this is my moment, but yeah, not able to truly stand his ground that effectively.
I mean, what I love there about Monaspa is that they were like, okay, we'll throw our spells on the TB, but we're not going to kill him, because the moment we kill him, he's just going to come back and use Meta. But if we don't kill him, and we just leave him there ruptured, what's he going to do? Look at us threateningly? No, he's got to pop the Metamorphosis to have some sort of impact in this fight. So he realized that after S4 got in trouble, he was like, shit, I actually got a meta here. So he sunders, tries to meta from full HP, pops everything, and then Monaspa just turn around and just murder him. Really, really good play. Like, huge communication in that team fight in the clutch moments there. So, yeah.
I need to see the win probability. I don't know if it's been shown yet. My apologies if I missed it, but this is an interesting one. I think Alliance, they should be in the driving seat. Yeah, 92-8. Like this, this should be their game. But I feel like everyone's been in this position, right, where just need that one Rax, and then you're thinking in the processes and playing the game goes from the big picture to it's only one Rax, guys. Like, surely we can do it. And then that one time that you make that call, it leads to a second fight and a third fight, and maybe they can realign themselves, but it's potentially throwable.
There is an 8% chance of them throwing, I'd calculate, yes.
Yeah, I think you're very accurate on that one. I think like surely they should win this game, but you know when there's like a small part of you where like the MKB is now built for the Earth, so like the BKB is soon around the corner. Wish is gonna get some Shivas, like everything's aligning, but
I think it's just the way that they played that last fight. Like, I don't know, Monaspa seemed to just have a very good idea on what they needed to do for things to go their way. Yeah. Like, I don't know, I guess it comes down to getting the Rupture off on the TB.
There's a BKB now, sorry. TB finally decided to buy BKB. Megas should be going. There's no fortification. I take it all back.
All right, never mind. Controls all that crap. Yeah, they just need to be very quick with the global silence here. They can even pop it out early. Oh, there you go. Global silence comes out nice and early. But actually, that's managed to get off the ultimate. Oh, actually, no, he didn't. They just broke it. So he's going to be able to get back. Can they get up and focus the barracks? Charlie doesn't want to. He wants to focus on the heroes right now. Keep S4 alive. That is the call here. Can they do it? Charlie does not have any more Lincolns available on himself as Chorn jumping in on this one. They'll swap him back, but he's managed to get off the Terror Wave here. Looking for the targets, though. Looking to try and bring down Wish. Wish, though, he's got the mantle to get the silence off on him, so he gets back to the high ground. Alliance, they popped a lot here. But
they need to go.
Still holding. The illusions won't be able to do it by themselves. Charlie has to make the call eventually to get up here and start hitting those buildings. That's exactly what he's going to do. But PO jumps upon him pretty quickly here. Nullifies out upon it. Oh my god, the Mystic Flare doing the work. Dragging him back, but he drags him right on top of the TB. Once the TB's all stunned up. TB trying to get away from this one. Won't be able to do it. Didn't have to. Sunder does go down. Now they look over towards the Void Spirit as well. Skylark's on top of him, spraying his blood all over the place. It's just someone that's going to help him get himself away to the sidelines here, but it might not be enough. They're still giving chase. S4 trying to buy him a little bit of time. Churn trying to get himself away, and it looks like he will be able to escape this one, but the barracks remains, Governor. It stays standing.
I'm gonna not say anything. The last time I spoke,
8%?
Alliance decided to yeet themselves into a despair state of the game.
Yeah.
They had a 22k gold lead. They're trying to take one melee racks, but ex-Monaspa doing an impeccable job at poking, at prodding, cancelling Lincolns, making sure you're rupturing people to put them to the side, throwing out the spells, wishing, diving in, diving out. They're not able to cleanly connect. I think in the last couple of minutes, we're yet to see that Mystic Flare on top of a hero perfectly dying with ease. Of course, as the game goes late, this combination does fall off, so nothing wrong with Alliance in that regard. It's just the heroes are slightly falling off with the kill threat. But saving grace, at least, Ancient is exposed. Ex-Monaspa, during the chaos of defending against Megas, their base is very bare. They have fortification available. If Alliance go for the ignore the racks, go for the Ancient with a fortification in play, it could be spooky. And I saw the line draw. Yeah. S4 drew the line. He drew the line to go for the end. I don't know if they're going to follow through with his call. Maybe he gets, shut down. But
Roshan, that's...
This is what when only one Rex is available, things can get a bit chaotic. You can see the victory in sight, and maybe that's happening right now. Maybe Alliance, they are throwing their bodies in.
Yeah.
At any minute,
just want to give you an update, by the way.
Go on.
We've gone from 7% 7% win probability to 14% win probability.
All right.
It's doubled from that failed attempt. And every time they go up that high ground and fail, it'll double again. Maybe. I don't know if that's true, but it sounded cool to say.
You're off by a percentage, but I like the double story, so we'll go with it.
Yeah, stick to it. Like, I tried selling it as 7%, okay? No one's going to remember you. These guys our viewers have a memory for goldfish, it's fine. And they'd be mad if they could remember what I said. Churn in the front lines. Oh, he's not going to get stunned up, though. Gets off the dissimulate in time. Arrow's not going to find him either. But this is the first time we've seen Monaspa come out their base in quite a long time.
Oh, there's a wisdom room. Do you want to go look for it, Skylark? Go on.
No,
get it.
Scary.
Nope. Both wisdom rooms are in play. Neither team's
they want S4. They want S4 badly.
But he's TPing down.
What?
Oh, he cancelled it?
Yeah, he cancelled it.
All right, Spartan, go on. Your spidey senses are tingling. Think you're back at the Boston Major. Go on, boss. You got this.
Yeah.
Wave of terror.
Okay. He's okay. Breathe. S4. It's okay. I didn't find you.
I would not enjoy being watching this series with the pure imagine being Alliance's coach right now, watching this game. You're when you get to the final hierarchy, chill, I'm gonna make a cuppa, they're gonna get megas, nice. You come back with your fresh brew, you're like, they've still not ended the game. Sure, again, they still have a 22k lead, but
yeah. I think the reason
for sure.
we are doubting that Alliance are actually going to finish this one out it's just because of the games we had today. It's not even the Alliance factor. It's just because we've seen some crazy shit going on today, and I think all of us are a bit discombobulated.
Here's the longest day of Div 2 DPC we've had so far. 65-minute game, then 28:43.
Hey man, these teams are looking to make it the longest day in DPC history. I'm here for it. Someone pull up that stat. I mean, I know we've had endless tiebreaks. This definitely isn't it, but
I don't have the time to manually go through what 3 games.
I mean, you might.
9
it's
days.
Pretty slow. We've hit a bit of a plateau here.
I'll tab out. I'll be back in 15 minutes. Once I've clicked 27 different Wikipedia pages just to guesstimate the average day length.
2 more high ground attempts in that stage, I'd imagine.
All right, I'm just going to flick through all the items to see if there's anything. No, yeah. Everything seems pretty standard right now. Nothing too great. Venge Axe? No, she's nowhere near Axe. I was going to say maybe some Venge Axe could be some super cool late game timing, but yeah, nowhere near that one.
Well, they're coming out.
How far? They're 22k down and they're still looking for the fight. Fair play.
Yeah.
Might surprise
like an angry terrier trying to bark like a pit bull. And yeah, they're going to look over towards the Batrider here. I mean, they're throwing a lot onto him. He's healed himself with a Lotus on top of him. Not exactly ideal here, but now the Global Silence comes out and allow him to just take down the Vengeful Spirit. That's their combo breaker as well. Important hero to kill off as they move over towards the Ursa as well. He's already used his Enrage. Now he has to BKB as well. Oh, S4 finds a beautiful jump there with the Flaming Lasso. He can use that to turn around and blow up Desire as well. And the Spirit trying to get himself out of this one. Wish and Skylark heading for the hills, but this should mean that Alliance are able to go into that pit and take down Roshan.
Minutes of ex-Monaspa poking and prodding their opponents into a submission of not being able to take the rats. They try and leave their base. They try and be the aggressors, but then they get a reality check. You're playing into Silencer. You're playing into Global. Batrider Aghanims that can stun you up. You go for that execution. You go for the jump. You fail. You get punished. And now they give away Roshan. Surely. Now that you have a 35,000 gold lead at the 52-minute mark, no buyback on Venge for 40 seconds, Morana respawning, Ursa can of course buy back. This should be the window that Alliance get the mega creeps and most likely cement themselves.
You've got a Global Silence. There is no more in the bank. Maybe waiting for this BKB, getting a refresher orb as well, which I'm pretty sure is just coming out to him right now. Yes, indeed.
Look at Voice Spirit. He's already going.
He's already there. He's jumping the gun. Yeah,
I don't care what you're doing, Charlie. I'm trying to get us our mega creeps.
Yeah, and he might just do it. But does mega creeps mean the end? Absolutely not. You now have to get through the Ancient, but they're looking to finish it. Global could be coming out any second now, and yes, it will as they try to go on to Wish here. Wish, he is able to survive through the combo, and they'll turn their attention towards Charlie. Charlie, his first life is gone. That was the meta. He has the refresher orb. He's going to have to pop it out quick. The Global, it buys him the time he needs to actually get off the Terror Wave. Beautifully used actually to keep Pio off him. Pio, he's running himself back. He doesn't have the buyback. Remember, if he goes down here, then that is game. They'll turn across, they'll look towards the Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker running towards him with that Blood Mist on, doing absolutely nothing to Charlie inside that BKB. But now they're actually backing themselves away on Alliance. They don't want to fight this anymore. They want to get themselves out. The buybacks have been used from the side of Monaspa. If they can get the reset here from Alliance, then it should be a pretty simple process for them to come back with their cooldowns and finish off this game without the buys. Can they do it? It looks like they can. The temptation is there, though, for them to re-engage. Alliance, the fake back. It's really tempting, but actually, it's Monaspa that goes in on this. Wish says, hey, what's going on? They're going to get on top of the Terrorblade right now. Terrorblade, he's being eaten up by the Ursa. He needs some help, but he is going to find it. Jump across to the side. Thunder comes out as well. He's able to stand his ground. Charlie's going to live, and now he can turn around and start dealing out some real punishment towards these Monaspa heroes. Wish is going to be the next target here, and Wish is gone. And that should be that. 2 heroes dead without buyback. GG's are called. An easy game 1 for Alliance.
Yeah, I mean, this was the bloody easiest game I've ever seen in Alliance's history. This was just a clean, from 54 minutes and 44 seconds all the way from minute 0, even pre